Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Wednesday, November 7th, 2012. This is Texan TV News from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I'm Sam Norman. In today's headlines, Bahrain arrests 4 suspects for Capitol bombing. Obama wins re-election. Suspension is lifted for a judge. City Council meeting approves the collection of delinquent taxes. The Veterans Remembrance of Operation Desert Storm is today. Kansas State's quarterback Klein will be able to play this weekend. And now today's international, national, and Texas news from the Associated Press. A top security official in Bahrain says 4 suspects have been arrested in connection with bombings that killed 2 people. A series of explosions on Monday in Manama killed workers from India and Bangladesh. Bahrain's chief of public security told the Associated Press on Tuesday that 4 suspects were arrested, but the investigation is still ongoing. Since February 2011, more than 55 people have died in Bahrain's rebellion. With over 300 electoral votes, Barack Obama won re-election for the presidency. This will be the second term for President Obama, and he responded by telling Americans that their citizenship doesn't end with their vote, and declared that the best is yet to come. Although he won the election, Obama still values Mitt Romney's opinions and plans to work together during his next term. Obama has given an agenda for new changes to tax codes and immigration. He also plans to negotiate with Congress a new fiscal plan without major tax cuts. To show his confidence in this term, Obama said, "Tonight, in this election, you, the American people, reminded us that while our road has been hard, while our journey has been long, we have picked ourselves up. While only needing 270 to win, President Barack Obama won the election with 303 electoral votes to Mitt Romney's 206. William Adams, an Aransas County judge, recently had his suspension lifted so he can return to work. Adams was suspended because of a video that showed him repeatedly beating his 16-year-old daughter. Adams' daughter, Hillary Adams, uploaded the 2004 video to YouTube, garnering millions of views. The 8-minute video shows William Adams whipping his daughter with a belt for illegally downloading music. The Texas Commission on Judicial Conduct investigated but only issued a warning. Adams can no longer preside over domestic abuse cases because of his inability to serve the best interests of children and parents in those cases. Adams' salary will be cut by 1.6%. He doesn't come up for re-election until 2014. According to the Stephenville Empire-Tribune, attorney Jeff Brown updated the Stephenville's City Council Tuesday about efforts to collect on delinquent taxes. Brown told the council he mailed 467 warning letters to delinquent taxpayers. Lawsuits filed against delinquent taxpayers often result in the property owner paying back taxes in exchange for dismissal of the case. Erath County Tax Assessor Collector Jennifer Carey was credited for 13 lawsuits that have been dismissed, with a tally of nearly $16,000 successfully collected. Brown praised the citizens of Erath for being responsible and tending to their financial obligations to the community. Veterans of Operation Desert Storm are on campus today and will discuss the war and their roles in it at 3 p.m. at room 113 in the Autry Agricultural Building. Texan TV News staffer Kelly Wolf recently interviewed Dr. T. Lindsay Baker to get more information about the program.
I have here Dr. T. Lindsay Baker, a professor of history, and he is are you the head of this thing happening at 3?
Well, you could call me the ad hoc coordinator for the event, because for the last 4 years I've been putting this together on the Tarleton campus.
So what exactly is this big Veterans Day event that is happening tomorrow, actually?
The Veterans Remembrances program is one in which we bring to the Tarleton campus 3 or 4 veterans of a past war in which the United States has been involved, so that the actual military veterans can tell their personal stories of the events from their perspective.
Oh, well, because Veterans Day is on Sunday, how is this remembrance presentation important for the Tarleton students and for this university?
Well, in this year's event, we're going to have 3 military veterans of Operation Desert Storm in 1991. This is a conflict in which the United States was involved in comparatively recent times, and there are a great many people in the Tarleton community who either were involved themselves or had family members who were involved. It's a conflict that, for most intents and purposes, was overshadowed by the Second Gulf War, and I felt that because of that neglect, that these veterans deserve to be in the spotlight for a bit.
Could you actually tell me who some of the speakers might be?
Yes, there are going to be 3 military veterans of the 1991 Operation Desert Storm who will be presenting their recollections. One is Master Sergeant Glenn Collier, who is a civilian employee at Fort Hood. Another, Command Sergeant Major Stephen Hickson, who's a senior military science instructor for Tarleton's ROTC unit at Tarleton Central Texas in Killeen. And then the third is retired Staff Sergeant Joe Massey, who is a Tarleton undergraduate student with a history major.
This sounds like a really, really cool event, and hopefully I can catch it. So.
Well, this is a good opportunity for Tarleton students, faculty, and staff, as well as members of the Tarleton community, to hear about this conflict from people who were truly there, telling their personal stories.
I feel like that would just help everyone get a glimpse into what actually happened and have the audience just feel for them and kind of understand how important Veterans Day actually is just with this presentation. But thank you so much for letting me speak to you about this.
Come here, 3 military veterans of 1991 Operation Desert Storm share their memories at 3 p.m. in room 113 of the Altria Agricultural Building. This program is open to Tarleton students, faculty, and also the community. Bill Snyder said today that he's hopeful injured quarterback Alan Klein will be able to start for Kansas State's game at TCU this weekend. The Associated Press reports that Klein sustained an apparent head injury in the third quarter of Saturday's win over Oklahoma State. Klein was not taken to the locker room, but he was taken out of the game. When Snyder was asked if he expects Klein to play, Snyder said, "I certainly hope that's the case." Today's forecast is sunny with a high near 79 with a south-southeast wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Today's broadcast was produced by Kelly Wolf, Paul Falgren, and Katie Gibbs. You can follow us on ustream.tv/user/Texan News Surface. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I am Sam Norman. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.